We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. What's happening, everybody? You're tuning into Music and Motivation with Chris Davis. It's episode 55. Today is June 17th. You're tuning in to my third track off my Afternoon Rain album. Check it out. I think we're gonna fade it out there. Positive beat to start off a positive podcast and a positive day. What's happening, everybody? Thank you guys for being here with me. Super grateful to be here and super grateful to be happy, healthy, and alive. So, this podcast doesn't happen without your support, and I'm so eternally grateful for all of you motherfuckers. So, thank you guys. Let's see what's going on. Today is Wednesday. It's a beautiful morning. It's hump day. You know, we're hitting the ground running today, you know. It's a beautiful morning to hit the ground running hard and hustling. And for me, when I wake up and I'm not quite in this positive mood, I'm like, man, if I have to get out of bed, who's going to pay me today to get out of bed? And that's part of hustling, guys. That's part of figuring it out, and y'all got this shit. So, eternally grateful to have you here. We're going to take over. We're going to take over with some positivity today, man. All them good vibes. That's what it's all about. Let's see what else we got going on today. As always, I got some tips for surviving the week. I got some tips for my musicians and music lovers. And we got some time for some Chris Davis hangout and news at the very end. But before we hop into it, I'm always talking about getting voicemails, sending voicemails into the Anchor app. If you go to the Music and Motivation page on Anchor, there's a little button at the top that says Message. And you can record a voicemail, send it in, and I will play it on the podcast, and we'll talk about it, address it. So, I have one new one today. I haven't listened to it yet. I wanted to play it. Let's see what's going on here.
Hey Chris, my name is Julia. Just a couple months back, I joined my first band. We've been recently talking about trying to find an open mic night to go play once bars and stuff start opening back up. So I was wondering if you have any tips for someone for their first time playing a live show. And I was also wondering if you had any funny or exciting concert stories. They don't necessarily have to be the first one you played, but like to know about some of your live shows. Love what you do, man. Keep up the hard work. Mad love, mad respect. Peace.
And mad love and mad respect to you, Julia. Thank you for sending in your voicemail. You're asking about tips for people who are going to go out and play their first show for the first time. Don't overthink it, man. It's all, I'm sure it can be very, I used to get really anxious before going up, especially when I was starting out. Because that's what we look forward to, man. We look forward to that time on stage. If you're a real musician, whatever, man. If you're a comedian, whatever, you're an entertainer, you want to be on that stage. But you want to do it justice, man, and you don't want to mess up. Let me just tell you real quick, there's always going to be mess-ups. No matter how good you are, it's just how we deal with those little roadblocks, those little mistakes that defines our character and defines us as musicians, And here's the deal. 99% of the time, a normal individual does not notice a mistake from a musician. So don't sweat it, man. Just be looking forward to going up and having fun. You know what I mean? That's the biggest part of getting through those pre-show anxieties, man, is just remembering, dude, I'm here to have fun. And it's going to be fun. Even if I mess up, let's go make the best of it, And that's that kind of mentality. as far as stories, oh man, I got stories, dude. Oh, best concert experience that I was playing at. Not necessarily my first. You were talking about open mic night, so I'll shoot back to when I was in high school, man. I started a few bands in high school. Been in a bunch, but like it was my high school bands that really got me playing out. And we used to hit the open mic up at this place called the Highway 61 Roadhouse up in Webster. And I'm trying to think, man. I used to get so anxious. We go up there and play like a 3-song set, and I'd be sweating. I'd be sweat. Who cares, man? Everybody else is eating dinner and paying attention to their dinner, you know. But if I had to sing, boy, I got really worried. Yeah, I'll tell you what, man, it really is all about just having fun. I used to sweat bullets. I used to get super in my head. And then I come off the stage, like, really, really upset, man. Focusing on the mistakes that we made, focusing on what my bassist did wrong, focusing on the drummer not keeping time. And just, focusing on the things I could have done better. Which is good, because, I mean, that is sort of how we improve. But that's not the important thing, man, you know? My favorite bits of that, I had a crazy drummer named Book, okay? That was his last name, so we just called him Book. Some of my favorite times up at that Roadhouse, playing with these, beginner bands, were just like getting to hang with my friends there, and a good band is a group of friends, You gotta build that chemistry within the band. And we used to go, there was a set of train tracks out back, and we used to hide and go smoke behind the tree line right on the train tracks. I'm sure that's illegal. Don't turn me in. But, nah, man, those were some of the best times. Watching the cars roll by, smoking one down on the train tracks at a blues venue, Never in my life did I feel more like a musician. And we had some good talks. We had some good smoke, and we had some good times after that. That's by taking that little bit of a break beforehand, and going out, catching that smoke, catching that hangout time with my man Book, always got me out of my head and got me through the anxiety before the show. So make sure you got some good people in your band. Make sure you can vibe with them, and make sure you all got each other's back, Sometimes, if you're getting anxious before a show, just chill with it, man. Just forget about what you're about to go do and trying to make each other laugh a little bit. Again, that's what I'm here for, man. So thank you, Julia, for the voicemail. Everybody else, make sure you're sending them in. My birthday's coming up, and what a great free birthday present that would be to get a bunch of voicemails from y'all. So send them in. Love to hear from y'all. Love to hear from my family. So let's move on. Let's do some tips for surviving the week. Let's just get on it.
Oh. Don't.
Oh.
Do it. Just do it.
Just get up there, get on stage, guys. Tips for surviving the week. Turn your day into a hustle, man. That's what we're always talking about. If you got a job you really don't enjoy, it's just a grind. Find ways to turn it into a hustle to like change your perspective on it. How can you make the most money doing what you do? How can you improve? How can you get out of the position you're in, to get to somewhere better? It's all about that hustle, baby. And you got it. I got it. That's what we're here doing, man. So hustle a little bit today. Find a way to get better and just take advantage of that day. Tip number 2, find those positive people in your life that make you smile, that genuinely care about you, that love you, and keep them close, okay? That's part of getting out of a rut. That's part of staying positive, is surrounding yourself with positive people. If you're hanging out with negative people all day, people who bring you down, people who genuinely don't have your best interest at heart, it's going to tear you apart, man. So that's what I'm here for, man. It's your boy Chris bringing you that positivity, them good vibes. Want to make you smile a little bit today. So call your grandma, call your mom, call your best friend. Remind them that you love them. Remind them that you're thinking about them, and you can't imagine life without them. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on. Let's do tip number 3. Don't let no one, capital no one, including you, get in your way and keep you down, man. You're the only motherfucker who can really keep you down. And throughout my life, there have been people who did not believe in me. Thankfully, I had some great parents, some great support, and I got through it. In fact, I want to go back a little bit and tell you a little story. When I was going to college, I originally went as a history major. I had no idea what I wanted to do, and it's okay if you don't know what you want to do, because who knows, man. 2 years might completely change what you want to do. But I went wanting to be a history major, and I mean, I've been a musician since I was 12, but I was like, I ain't never going to make any money doing that. So history, why I thought I was going to make a lot more money doing that, I don't know. But I'm a history buff. Anyways, I decided while I was there, man, I'm seeing all these other cats in the music program, and they're just like me. You know, I can do that. Why am I not doing it? But to get into the program, you had to audition. You had to audition on your instrument that you were going to major in and show that you knew a little bit of theory and knew how to read music, which I did not know. I was all self-taught. I didn't know how to read shit. And I really didn't know the theory. I just knew what my fingers could do. So I went and auditioned with the guitar major, the guitar professor, okay, the guy in charge of that, you know, all the guitar majors. And the first time I tried out, he told me I needed to go back to history, okay. I couldn't find where C was. I couldn't. He asked me if I knew any songs to play, so I played some Led Zeppelin, and he gave me some Dirty Looks. Who gives Dirty Looks over Led Zeppelin? That's some great stuff right there. So, but he didn't dig it. He was like, hey, you need to spend some more time and figure out how to read music, figure out the theory before I let you in. And I was like, fuck, I'm never going to be able to do that. But with the help of one of my main men, Christian Seward, shout out to you, boss. I wouldn't be here without you. With the help of him, he taught me how to read music and got me tip-top Magoo within a semester to be able to, you know, work towards that dream. And the second time I auditioned, a semester later, I was in, baby, and it was all over from there. A lot of work had to go into getting through that audition. I didn't really realize how much work was going to come after. But it's little goals at a time, right? And that was my little goal at the time, was to get in. So you guys got this shit too. Don't let no one tell you can't do it, okay? It's all about you, man. It's all about what you can bring to the table and what you can do for yourself. So get out there, work for your goals, bro. You got this shit. And that's going to be all for our tips for surviving the week. Let's see. Oh, I know what we haven't done. We ain't smoked 'em if we got 'em. So, smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
I'm going to take a second just for myself. Dip off camera for a second. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Yeah, you know it. You know it, man. Go ahead. Tell them to bring me my money.
Tell them to bring me my money.
I love that one. That's one of my faves. All right, let's move on. We got some tips for musicians and music lovers. We'll roll through these real quick, okay? Tip number 1, don't give up. This goes with the don't let no one get in your way. Don't give up, guys. Wherever you're at right now, you ain't always going to be right there, okay? Whether you're struggling, whether you're trying to learn an instrument, whether you're having a hard week, don't give up, man. I believe in you. Y'all some hard motherfuckers. Y'all some tough motherfuckers. And y'all got what it takes to succeed. So don't give up. Tip number 2, you want to get better? Keep practicing, okay? 20 to 30 minutes a day. Whatever it is we're trying to learn. You know, if we start out with the idea of I'm going to do just 20 to 30 minutes, for sure, we are going to get better, okay? And you might end up spending a little bit more time than just 20 to 30 minutes. But I'm saying that's a good minimum to be striving to start off with. You know what I mean? So keep it up. 20 to 30 minutes a day. That's a reasonable amount of time. You still got 23 and a half hours in the rest of the day. Do it. Do it, man. You know what I'm saying? I lost it.
Do it! Just do it!
Don't let your dreams be dreams, people. That's what we're saying, man. Tip number 3, look at where you were, where you are, and where you're going. Because chances are they're not all one and the same, right? Right? You probably started from the bottom. Now we here. And we're going to end up over there. But you got to put in the work to get there. So, write out them little goals. Take some time. Be working on little goals that'll help you work on yourself and your little dreams to get to where you want to be, man. I write down my goals every day just to let you know. Here's what that looks like. And you see all them crossed off at the top? That's Monday and Tuesday, baby. We're going to work on Wednesday today, and we're going to get through it like some bad mofos. So, that's all for tips for surviving the week. Tips for musicians. And, yeah, now we into some Chris Davis hangout time and news. I want you guys to smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in and hanging here with me. This is the highlight of my week. And since coming back on the podcast, it's just been improving my mood every time we do one, guys. So, a couple things. Music and motivation is going to keep coming out Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Maybe over the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, who knows. But I'm wholeheartedly committed to being here with you guys. So, keep checking in. I'm going to keep posting them until we, find something bigger and better to do, right? But this is our community. This is our family. And I love you guys, man. Thank you so much for sending your support. Father's Day is coming up. Make sure you get your dad something. This is your friendly reminder from your homie Chris Davis that we got to, get our dad something nice for the weekend. It's going to be on Sunday. That'd be a crazy one to interview my dad sometime. I love that dude. And you know what? We only get one. And, you might not have the best relationship with your father, but let me tell you this. That no one knows what the fuck we're doing out here. I remember when I was a kid, I couldn't wait to be an adult, so I knew what the fuck to do all the time. Nobody knows, man. And I probably won't understand this fully until I become a father myself, which that's not happening anytime soon. Don't worry. It's not a pregnancy announcement. But, your father didn't know how to parent either, man. He just did the best he could. So, if you got good memories with your dad, chances are he was a pretty good dad, okay? And if not, if you didn't have a dad in your life, whatever the case may be, you're going to end up being a good dad too. So, work at it, man. And nobody knows what the fuck we're doing out here. That's the trick. We're all grown up children trying to fucking figure it out, dude. No one knows. Know what I'm saying?
I'm saying. No, I'm saying.
It's too many know what I'm saying, man.
Saying know what I'm saying too many times. 80 or 90 times? That's too many times. Once or twice is cool, but 80 or 90 times, man?
What are you, from the Department of Know What I'm Sayings? Yeah, so make sure you get your father something nice. Spend some time with him. Let's see. I hopped on. I got accepted and hopped on this group called Local Talent Live. It's going to help promote my live streams. So, expect some new music coming out soon. Some new live streams coming out soon. If you need a laugh today, go check out some comedy. My favorite comedians right now are Joey Coco Diaz. Shout out to you, Uncle Joey. Tom Segura, Theo Vaughn, Joe Rogan, Bert Kreischer. Love those motherfuckers. There's some news out there about one of my other faves, Chris D'Elia. Don't want to talk much about it. Except all I'll say is that it's super disappointing and disheartening to hear what's going on with him in the news right now. So, shake my head. I found out about it right before this podcast and it's still on my fucking mind. So, if you really want to know, go check out the news. Just search Chris D'Elia right now and all the headlines will be telling you what the fuck's going on. It's super disheartening. But forget all that. Go check out Joey Coco Diaz at the Church of What's Happening Now, motherfucker. That'll get you through it. Don't give up, guys. And don't take shit from no one. You guys got this shit. Y'all some savages. And I am so grateful for y'all. You know, y'all some decent motherfuckers. And you got what it takes to succeed, man. You guys are tremendous.
Tremendous.
So, keep it up. I think we're going to call it here. And, oh, I know. Just so I ain't cheating you. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. You know what I'm saying?
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Where's my lighter? All right. Y'all have a great rest of your week. I'll be back out on Friday. This has been Music and Motivation with Chris Davis. I think we're going to play out on one of my most recent tracks. It's called Stardust. And it has a little bit of Lester Young sampled in there. This one is one of my faves right now, so check it out. If you want to hear more of my music, go check out davismusicpro.com. Love y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Yeah. Mad love, mad respect, guys. This has been Music and Motivation, episode 55.